Welcome everyone to round 5 of the Hastings tournament in 1895. In this game, Pillsbury is playing Adolf Albin. Two things are famous about this guy. Number one, his name Adolf. Nobody uses that name anymore for obvious reasons. It's a shame. If Hitler was never around, maybe it would be a very popular name today. But it's interesting how the world works. Number two, he's the guy who invented the Albin counter gambit, which is D4, D5, C4, E5. So this guy has a lot of history behind him. And he was one of the top players in the world, maybe top 10 or 20 at that time. So I'm just showing a few moves to get you guys a sense for what's going on. Because Pillsbury loves the attack. And as you see, his pieces, they're all pointing towards the king side. I'm bad with my arrows today for some reason. But, you know, he pushed his H-pawn up. I'm going to ram it down the board. So his queen was attacked. He played the move queen f3. This knight can't move because then bishop takes h7 will happen. However, black played the move bishop to g4. And now white played an interesting little move just to gain time. He played the move e6. And his idea was that after bishop takes e6, he gains more time in the attack. e6, however, was not a good move. Black has a key defense here, and the point is, when you're attacking your opponent's queen, sometimes you can just leave your queen under attack. And queen takes e6 would have been a very annoying move. Because now, if knight takes queen, bishop takes queen. And in the end, white will not get his free tempo that he wanted, and he'll kind of just lost a pawn. So this was a bit of a miscalculation. Fortunately for him, Albin was not quite on top of it and played bishop takes. And now white played h5. And after a normal move like knight f6, you know, white might go h6. White has certain compensation for the pawn. We do have a nice attacking formation, but a long and complicated game lies ahead. Instead, black played the move bishop to g4. Now my question for you, pause your video and try to figure it out. What should white do here? Alright, so I'm going to show the answer now. If you said h takes g6, sacrificing your queen, you are correct. Because this is just a matter of pure counting. We just took a knight. You take a queen. We take a pawn with check. You move a king. We take a rook. You take a rook, and we take a knight. We just got a knight, a bishop, and a rook for a queen. And that is, if you use the point system, that's 11 points to 9, which is actually a pretty overwhelming advantage in a position like this. The black king's just going to get mated. So unfortunately for Albin, he just missed this idea. And it's very important to see these intermediate moves, or otherwise known as Zwischenzugs. And this is what happened, and what black actually played queen takes f7. But after knight takes f7, white is up a piece. King takes, pawn takes. White has an extra piece and won this game relatively easily. So a very nice, it's, you know, okay, a bit of a blunder on Albin's part. But Pillsbury is always on top of it. When he has that winning tactic, he's going to find it. The key thing that was also important to take from this game was black's desperado attempt with queen takes e6 that Albin didn't play. That would have been a good defensive try, but he kind of missed the boat on that one. So now Pillsbury is +2 after 5 rounds. Thanks all for watching. See you in a bit with the next game.